आपको मैंने रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट कर दिया और मेरा वीडियो मेरा स्क्रीन भी आपको शेयर कर दिया है. इफ माई वॉइस इज ऑडिबल एंड स्क्रीन इज विजिबल गिव मी थम्स अप. मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है और वॉइस आ रहा है तो थम्स अप दो. ओके ठीक है. ओके ओके ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. ओके ओके सो थैंक यू. So today morning we have seen this, how to solve the structural member numerical by drawing three body diagram in the case of when both end are fixed. Okay, so I guess this is clear to everybody. So I'm going to start with this only because it is not going to take much time of yours and mine. You have to do the calculation accordingly and you have to tell me the things. Okay, this is the numerical number first for you. So how to solve this numerical? First numerical, we have to draw the free body diagram. Okay, so I'm going to split the forces and I'm going to apply the load in such a way that both AB and
जंप
BC.
ते सगळं घे गई मम्मी.
Okay, AB and BC.
जंप वगैरे
And
सगळं.
as I told you, the differences in between both gives the relationship
मला
between
बघू काढायचं.
115 kilometer. Somebody is there. Please mute yourself. I'm getting disturbed. Shital Jagtap, please mute yourself. Okay. So we come to know the relationship between the F1 and F2, that is F2 minus F1 is equals to 150 kilonewton, and I have drawn the free body diagram accordingly. And the thing is given to me is a square bar of 50 mm by 50 mm cross sectional is held tightly between the wall, loaded by an axial force as shown in the figure. So 50 mm by 50 mm area is given to me. This is the area which is given to me. The area is given to me 50 mm by 50 mm. Then axial force shown, determine the reaction. The reaction means they told me to identify F1 and F2. Then take E is equals to 100 GPa. So E is equals to 100 GPa, that is 100 into 10 cube MPa. And the length of AB is given to me, that is 100 mm. And length of PC is given to me, that is 150 mm. Okay. So as I told you, we have to apply which forces on the both the AB and BC. Which force I'm going to apply? Compressive or tensile?
Tensile.
Okay. So we are as per our convention, we are going to apply tensile force on both the bodies. So I'm going to apply AB tensile F1 AB. So second will be BC tensile force F2, and the relationship between F2 minus F1 is equals to 150 kilonewton. Can anybody tell me the next step? Total elongation is equals to how much? Total elongation is equals to how much?
0.
PL upon B.
Very good. So how I'm going to write this? Delta L of AB plus delta L of BC is equals to 0. Delta L of AB plus delta L of BC is equals to 0. How to calculate delta L of AB? Tell me. How to calculate delta L of AB and delta L of BC?
PL by E.
Very good. PL by AE. So I'm going to write PL by AE of AB plus PL upon AE of BC. Okay. But in that case, the structural member having the same area and the same materials. So A and E for the both the structural member is same. So right now here it can cancel and we have the equation that is F1 into 100 plus F2 into 100 equal to 0. So numerator will be get cancels. So you just do a thing, just rearrange the term and tell me the relationship between F1 and F2. Please tell me the relationship between F1 and F2. Please tell me the relationship between F1 and F2. Please tell me the relationship between F1 and F2. Everybody has to do this. Huh? Maybe this is the voice of chair. Please tell me the relationship between F1 and F2. Everybody has to do. Huh? Anjali Sant, Kalpesh Patel. Everybody has to do and tell me. What is the relationship between F1 and F2? Tell me. You are so time consuming, huh? That should not happen. Okay. F Sahil Dangi is saying F1 is equals to, very good. Sahil Dangi and Anjali Jagtap, the both answers F1 is equals to minus 1.5 F2. Let me check. F1 is equals to minus 1.5 F2. So if I know F1 is equals to minus 1.5 F2, can I find out the value of F1 and F2 from that? This and this equation. Equation number 1, which we have derived, that is F2 minus F1 is equals to 150 kilonewton and F1 is equals to minus 1.5 F2. Can you give me the value of F1 and F2? Please tell me the value of F1 and F2. I am waiting for your answers. Just what you have to do, you have to replace F1 as minus 1.5 F2 over here. So the equation become F2 minus of minus 1.5 means plus 1.5 F2 is equals to 150, means 1.5 plus 1, that is 2.5 F2 is equals to 150 into 10 cube Newton. So 150 divided by 1.5. 150 into 10 cube divided by 1.5. 2.5, sorry, not 1.5, 2.5. One point five plus one, that is 2.5. Tell me the answer. Waiting for your answer. Huh? You have to use both the equation, this and that equation. You have to tell me the value of F1 and F2. F2 is equals to 60 into 10 cube Newton and F1 is equals to, Sahil. Everybody has to solve this. Everybody has to solve this. Tell me the answers. Huh? You may can unmute and else you may can put the answer in the chat box. Sahil Dang is very first. Let me know who is the faster. It is F2 is equals to 16 into 10 cube and F1 is equals to minus 90 into 10 cube Newton. Let me check. Let me check the answer. Okay, so F2 is 60 Newton and F1 is equals to minus 150. F2 is very good. Rahul Rushikesh Ahir. Good. So F2 is equals to 60 kilonewton and F1 is equals to minus 90. What does minus 90 kilonewton represent? What does minus 90 represent? What does minus 90 kilonewton represent?
Compressive.
Very good. Whatever the sign convention we have used, it is reverse. So it is minus. So I'm going to rewrite the structure. I'm going to rewrite the structure and the structure would be like, as somebody told me that it is not like this. It should be not tensile. It should be compressive. So it is 90 kilonewton as compressive and 60 kilonewton as a tensile. Okay. We do have a value for F1 and F2 already, 60 and 90 kilonewton. One is a tensile and one is a compressive. Determine the end reaction, that is F1 and F2, and also find the extension at portion BC. Can anybody tell me how to calculate the extension in the section BC? Can anybody tell me how to calculate the extension in section BC? Can anybody tell me how to calculate the extension in section BC? Can anybody tell me how to calculate? Can anybody tell me how to calculate extension in section BC?
Sir, PL upon AE.
Very good. PL upon AE. We are looking for PL upon AE, na? So delta L of BC is equals to PL upon AE of BC. Very good. Who has given the answer right now? Who has given the answer? Nilesh Kumar?
Yes, sir.
Good. PL upon AE. So I'm going to put the value of PL upon AE. So how much P is there, which is acting on BC section? It is 60 kilonewton. Okay, L is equals to L of BC is equals to 150. Area is equals to 2500. E is equals to 100 into 10 cube Newton per mm square. So go ahead, pick the value, put the value, and find the answer. I'm expecting the answers from everybody. The equation would be like this. And I'm waiting for delta BC. I'm waiting for delta BC.
Zero point zero three six.
0.00
0.
036.
0.0. Let me check. 0.036. Perfectly correct answer. Nilesh Kuwar and somebody else. कोण आणखी कोण निलेश कुवर सोबत कोण उत्तर दिला?
Me, sir. Krishna.
कृष्णानिक. Okay, very good. Krishna. Good. Very good. So the answer is delta L of BC is equals to 0.036 mm. Very good. Now I guess it is very clear to everybody. Yeah. Shall I move toward the next numerical? Shall I start next numerical? Give me a thumbs up if yes. Yes, Anjali, please ask me. You have raised the hand, na? Okay. Anybody, any doubt, any query? No doubt. Anjali Sant has raised the hand. I guess she wished to talk to me. Okay, no. Okay, so moving towards the next numerical. Now that is the simplest numerical. Those who understood this numerical, they can solve this numerical. Let me hide something. Let me hide something. Okay. Okay. Let me change something. Let me copy this. Copy, paste. Okay, it's not okay. Okay. So the homogeneous bar of cross-sectional area is 500 mm square. So 500 mm square is what? 5 mm square is what?
Area.
Very good. The
Area.
Area, very good. You have to tell me, a rigidly attached figure. So both ends are fixed. Determine the magnitude and the nature of the stresses in segment. Okay, E is equals to given to us. So determine the magnitude and the nature of stresses in each segment. Means what to identify? F1, F2 and F3 is to be identified along with their stresses. Okay. So L of AB is equals to 0.6 meter means 600 mm. L of BC is equals to 1200 mm. L of CD is equals to 9 mm. E is given to us. So this parameter is given to us. What is to be identified? To identify, I'm going to write over here. To find is F1, comma F2, comma F3 is equals to question mark. Okay. And stresses is equals to question mark. These things we have to identify. So what is the first step? Tell me. What is the first step? Tell me. What is the first step?
Free body diagram.
Very good. So tell me how the diagram will become AB, BC, and CD, and all these three section members are subjected to tensile forces in such a way. Okay. So everybody, please draw ABC diagram and tell me. You have to draw the diagram likewise. I'm going to draw third diagram over here. This is my third diagram. C and B. Everybody, you have to draw the diagram. Now everybody has to tell me the relationship. Look at this and tell me the relationship. Tell me. AB, BC, CD. So 25 kilonewton force towards the left hand side. So what is to be here? Very easy. F1, F2, F3. You got my point. Hmm. 25 kilonewton, which is moving toward the positive x-axis. So what I'm going to do, positive x-axis means F1 is moving toward the positive axis. So it is F1 minus F2 is equals to 25 kilo Newton. First equation. Okay. Second equation. Second equation is C is moving toward the left hand side. So C is over here. It is also moving toward the left hand side. So F2 minus here it is F3. F3. Here it is F3. F2 minus F3 is equals to F2 minus F3 is equals to how much? 50 kilonewton. 50 kilonewton. What my point? समझ लो कैसा आ रहा है? समझ में आ रहा है कैसे आ रहा है? Let me do. I will make it easy as much as I can. Look at this figure, and now it is very easy for you. See, on B, 25 kilonewton moving toward the positive axis. Okay, so positive means F1 is moving toward the positive, so F1 minus F2, both are B na, so F1 minus F2 is equals to 25. Similarly, C is again moving toward the left hand side, so C means that is F2 minus F3 is equals to 50 kilonewton. Got my point? If you understood this concept, application of force, resolution of forces and free body diagram, please tell me, give your thumbs up or clear, write in the chat box clear, sir. If no, then you can unmute and tell me, ask me. Oh, okay, thumbs up and clear. Okay, good. So tough work I have given to you. Tough work is already done. So let us check. So what I have done, I have drawn free body diagram. 1, 2, 3 is there, and then F1 minus F2 is equals to 25, and F2 minus F3 is equals to 50 kilonewton. Okay, done. So what is the next step? The total elongation is equals to how much total elongation? Total elongation is equals to total elongation equal to how much will be the total elongation?
Zero.
Very good, 0. So delta L of AB plus delta L of BC is equal to delta L of CD. Delta L of AB plus delta L of BC plus delta L of CD is equals to 0. I am just putting the values L of AB plus L of BC plus L of CD. Okay. A and E is common, so it is instantly get cancelled. Only this term is remain. So how to solve this equation? So here the equation is, I have this equation. F1 into 600, F1 into 600 plus F2 into 1200 plus F3 into 900 is equals to 0. Now we have a relationship of F1 minus F2 is equal to something, F2 minus F3 is equal to something. Can we identify F1, F2 and F3 from this equation and from this? What I'm going to do, I'm going to rewrite this term. So I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste this over here. Okay. Okay. From this, I'm going to write F1 is equals to, what is F1 is equals to? 25 into 10 cube. F2 here it is negative, it becomes positive. Similarly, over here, I can write down as minus F3 is equals to minus F3 is equals to 50 into 10 cube minus, changing the sign, F3 is equals to F2 minus 50 into 10 cube. So we have the values of F1 in the form of F2. We have the values of F3 in the form of F2. Can I pick this value F1 in the form of F2 and F3 in the form of F2 and put this in that equation so that I can have the value of F2? का मी या दोन्ही F1 आणि F2, F1 आणि F3 ह्या दोघांना F2 बरोबर रिप्लेस करू शकतो का? F2 च्या फॉर्म मध्ये रिप्रेझेंट करू शकतो का? आणि केलं तर मला F1 चा F2 ची व्हॅल्यू काय मिळेल? What you have to do, you have to write down such a way. What is F1? F1 is equals to this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick this. I'm going to pick this. Copy. And then go here. Duplicate slide. F1, what is the value of F1? F1 is equals to this. Into into 600. Okay. Plus F2 as it is. F2 as it is. For F3, what is F3? Where's F3? Where's F3? F3, F3, F3. Here it is F3. Go ahead and find the value of F2. If you understood the equation, go ahead and find the value of F2. Now multiply by 600 to this complete bracket. Keep it as it. Multiply 900 by this bracket and tell me the value of F2. Tell me the value of F2. Are you getting me? What I have done? How to solve this? I have just extracted this. You have to tell me the answers. F2 is equals to how much? Go for the calculations. Go for the calculation first. Only some arrangement and rearrangement is there. Tell me the value of F2. Tell me the value of F2. Are you calculating or not? I'm waiting for answers, huh? Okay, so you just cross check your answers. So I have few answers with me. I guess you will take a time. I'm going to give you the answers. What are the answers I have with me? Answers with me are F1 is equals to 11 into 10 cube kilonewton, 36.11 kilonewton and minus 38.88 kilonewton. You just note down this answer to somewhere. You just note down the answers to somewhere. Just note down the answer somewhere. Note down the answers somewhere. Once we do have a values of F1, F2 and F3, as F3 is a negative, what does that represent? That represent the F3 section is subjected to compressive load. So whatever the F3 we have, whatever the sections, whatever the values we have, it is one is compressive. So one is tensile, second is tensile, and third one is a compressive. So we have to change accordingly. Do we have changed? No. Here it is not changed, but it is compressive as it is minus. So we have to change it. Okay. So once we have the values of F1, F2, and F3, so it represents that there is a compression. So compression means ultimately there is a compression takes place. So what they told us to identify? They told us to identify F1, F2, and F3. And right now they told us to identify the corresponding stresses. So now sigma AB is equals to force upon area of BC, CD force upon area of CD, and AB is equals to force upon area of CD. Okay, so force we have F1, F2, F3 we have calculated, and the area will be same for everywhere for each stress. So you just do a thing. You just I have given you the answers for the forces. You just make sure the answers are correct or wrong. I'm just picking this term, copy, and this time putting the. This is the forces for you. What you have to do? You have to put the value of force divided by 500, force divided by 500, and force divided by 500. So these values are matching for the answers or not, that you have to check. Everybody, you are getting me or not? Hello, कोणीतरी काहीतरी बोला रे.
Yes, sir.
कोण बोलला? निलेश कुवर, अभिजित आहेर, अभिजित आहेर. काही समजतंय काय चाललंय? बागुलोम.
Yes, sir.
शीतल जगताप.
Yes, sir.
धनंजय सोनवणे. धनंजय सोनवणे. सोनू संसारे.
Yes, sir.
अंजली संत.
Yes.
कृष्णा निकम.
Yes, sir.
निलेश कुवर. निलेश.
Yes, sir.
ओके. नूतन काचवे.
Yes, sir.
समजतंय ना बेटा?
Yes, sir.
ओके. ऋषिकेश आहेर.
Yes, sir.
समझता है?
हो sir.
साहिल डांगे पूछना पड़ेगा आपको. ओके. सौरभ देवरे. समझते बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Just verify the answers. Huh? Sigma BC is equals to that, sigma CD is equals to that, and sigma AB is equals to that. The challenge in that is only to solve this equation. That's it. Those who are able to solve this equation, then they can easily have the answers. Calculating sigma is not a big deal for you because you are calculating since last 10 lectures. Okay. So the next, you just cross verify and ping me the answers in the chat box. Okay. Now next is, it is also the same, only the cross-sectional areas are different and modulus of velocities are different. So separately you have to do the things. That's it. I have already put this into your assignment. So you have to solve that in as a homework and as a part of assignment only. Easy. So focus on this numerical. Let me give you a overview of this numerical. Okay. I am instantly uploading the videos to YouTube. So if you wish to listen me, you can reduce the speed of the videos online and you can go slowly. Okay. That will definitely help you. A rigid bar BD is suspended by means of a wire AB and CD. There is a bar, there is a rigid bar BD suspended by means of wire AB and CD. So AB and CD is the wire shown in figure. Before loading the bar BD is horizontal. So before loading the bar BD is horizontal. Determine the position of X. So they told us to find the position of X of the central load such a bar such that the bar BD remain horizontal after loading. cross sectional area of both wire AB and CD. AB and CD is 500. But the area of AB and CD is equals to 500 mm square, and modulus of elasticity for both the wire is equals to 200 GPa. That is 200 into 10 cube MPa. Let us have a given data. Length of AB is 1500, that is given to us. Length of CD is given to us. E is equals to 200 into 10 cube MPa. Area of both the strings are same, that is 500 mm square. What is to be identified? Everybody make sure what is to be identified. That is very important for numerical solving. So look at what is to cross section area of both bar. Modulus of elasticity before loading. Determine the position of x, location of x, location of x to be identified. To find okay, to find location of x is to be identified. So look at the figure, look at the loading diagram. What we have to do, try to understand, and then we will move ahead. Say this is the bar which is right now not in the loading condition, means there is no 10 kilonewton force, 30 kilonewton force, and 10 kilonewton force. So what they are saying, a bar BD is horizontal before loading. It is before loading, it is horizontal. Once we apply the load, okay, the bar BD remains horizontal after loading. Once we apply the load, the elongation or the bar still remain horizontal. Means my point is, if it is right now over here and after loading, if it is moves to this much, okay, so can I say delta L of AB is equals to delta L of CD? Elongation in AB is equals to elongation in CD. Can I say yes or no? Say this is the initial condition before loading. After loading, say bar come down from this position to this position. So can I say delta L of AB is equals to delta L of CD? Can I say delta L of AB is equals to delta L of CD? Hello, am I audible or not? अरे कोणीतरी काहीतरी बोला.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Ahir Abhijit, Bagulom, Rushikesh, Sahil. Are you getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So from this, if it is in, this is the original condition, and because of loading, if come down to that position, so the deformation of the both the rod will be, bar will be the same, so that I can say delta L of AB is equals to delta L of CD. Delta L of AB is equals to delta L of CD, I can say. So why that is required? Let's have a look. Delta L of AB is equals to delta L of CD. Why delta L of AB is equals to delta L of CD? Because after loading, if it is moved somewhere, the deformation in the both the structural member will be same, or deformation in the both the rod will be same. So PL upon AE upon PL upon AE for AB and CD both are equals. A for both the wire are same, E for both the structural member are same, so both will be get cancelled. So P of AB and L of AB only remains. PL for the both the structural member will be remains. Okay, and after loading, so as the structural member will be same, so total load, how much total load is acting on that structural member? It is 10 plus 30 plus 10. So net force will be 50 kilonewton. The 50 kilonewton force is acting on that structural member. So total load is 50 kilonewton, and that is responsible for the deformation of the string from one position to the another position. Okay, and this is the first condition. This is the second condition. What they told us to find out the x. So for x, we have to take a moment. So moment, if we wish to take a moment, in that case, we have to take a summation of moment, because the condition of equilibrium is, what are the three conditions of equilibrium? Can anybody tell me? What are the three different conditions of equilibrium? What are the three conditions of equilibrium? Can anybody tell me? Krishna, tell me three conditions of equilibrium. Strength of material, diploma, AC mechanical. First year engineering mechanics. What are the three different conditions of equilibrium? Tell me. I'm going to give you a start. You have to tell me the other. Summation of f of x is equals to. Summation of f of x is equals to 0. Very good. Somebody has silent. Summation of f of x is equals to 0. Summation of f of y is equals to 0. And summation of moment about any point equals to 0. These three conditions are there. In that case, the structural member is said to be in equilibrium conditions. So that conditions will be required. Okay. So whatever the amount of load is there, because of that load, the string is going down, and that load is the thing, but that load is acting on string AB and string CD. So nothing but PAB is nothing but tension in string AB, and PCD is nothing but tension in string CD. Okay, so tension in the both the rod will be equals to 50 kilonewton. How much load is acting on that string? It is nothing but the summation of all the load acting. So 10 plus 30 plus 10 is equals to total load, and that total load is divided into P of AB and P of CD. Okay, we are putting the values in that equation. So A get cancelled, as the both the elasticity and the area will be the same. So A will get cancelled. So T of AB and L of AB is equals to T of CD and L of CD, that is tension. But we do have relationship T of AB and T of CD plus T of CD is equals to 50 kilonewton. So we are just putting the values of length, and we have relationship between tension in AB string and tension in the CD string. So tension in the AB string is equals to 2 times the tension in the CD string. We have a relationship. If I know tension in the AB is equals to 2 times the tension in the CD, how much will be the tension act on AB and tension act on the CD? Can anybody tell me? You have to use this equation, and you have to use this equation, and you have to tell me the tension act on AB is equals to how much, and tension on the CD is equals to how much. Tension in the AB plus tension in the CD is equals to 50 kilonewton, and tension in the AB is equals to 2 times the CD. So tell me how much tension is acting on the AB and how much tension is acting on the CD. Tell me. Simple, very simple. Tell me the answers. Tell me the answer. T of CD is equals to 16 and T of AB is equals to 33. Sideline is saying, okay, let me check. So let me check the answer. 16 and 33. Okay, very good side. So both the answers we have. So right now I'm drawing a free body diagram. 10, 30, 10 and tension in AB and tension in CD. Now if I wish to identify the X, I'm going to take a moment about point B. So can you tell me the equation for summation of moment at point B. Sahil, tell me. 10 into 1000, so it is minus anti-clockwise, minus है so हम लोग minus लेंगे, it is minus 10 into 1000. Okay, it is minus, so it is, so then plus 30 into x, plus 30x. I'm putting it into bracket so that it is very easy to understand. Okay, then minus 16.667 into how much? 2000. Okay, plus 10 into how much? 1000 plus 2000, that is 3000. Where is the x? It is the point of x, 3000. It is equals to how much? 0 equal to. Tell me the answer. From where this equation come? Let me tell you. Positive moment, clockwise moment positive, anti-clockwise moment negative. So 10 is going toward the x. 10 is going toward the x. So here it should be 10 plus x, na? It is 10 is moving toward the x, that is 10 is moving toward the x, 10 is moving toward the x, that is 10x, 30 into x, then 16 into x, and that is 10 into 3000, correct. So 10 into x, 10,000, 30 into x, then 16 into 2000, and then 10 into 3000. The summation of moment at B is equal to 0. So can we find out the value of x? Yes, we do. So it is, I have the answer for this. It is, how much it is? 444. You just go ahead and find the answer. Tell me the value. I have this answer. If your answer is matching with me, then it is correct. Else I will go with you. Go ahead and do the calculations. ये इक्वेशन कहां से आया, सबको समझ में आया क्या? हाँ, okay. From where this equation came, have you understood? Let me ask to the newcomer. Anjali Sant. Anjali Sant. She is busy somewhere. Krishna Nikam. जगताप.
Yes, sir.
इक्वेशन कुठून आलं समजलं?
Yes.
गुड. अंजली संता. निलेश कुवर.
Yes, sir.
गुड. समजलं इक्वेशन कुठून आलंय ते?
Oh. Yes, sir.
Good. Then Rushikesh Ahir.
Yes, sir.
Equation कुठून आलंय समजलं ऋषिकेश?
हो सर.
Good. Do the calculation and check whether the calculated x is right or wrong.